Ann and I here in Moore, Oklahoma, and this is part of the path of destruction that the F5 tornado hit through, and as you can tell, not a lot left in terms of homes, Ann.
You know, absolutely. It's pretty windy here today, but the winds that passed through here just 1 week ago were 200 miles per hour. And as we look around, we see homes completely destroyed, homes that have just lost a roof. We see household items scattered everywhere. People's lives are just littered on the street. Up in a tree, there's what was a bedspread. It's just devastating to see how people's lives have just been ripped apart by that storm.
But it's also amazing to see people coming around to help those in great need. People of faith, and a lot of church bodies coming together. And one of the coordinators of those volunteers is Convoy of Hope that we're partnering with here at Crossroads. And so thanks to your help, a big difference is being made. It's quite windy here, huh?
It's very windy.
It's really picking up.
It is.
But in this report, we're going to meet some of the amazing people who are making a difference and want you to meet some of them as well. All right, we're here just at the edge of the impact zone, and you see behind us very busy crew working, part of the Convoy of Hope teams. And I'm with Ryan Graybill. He is the title again?
Field Services Coordinator.
Field Services Coordinator, and helping to coordinate what is happening here. And also Ricky Manahan. And you're one of the volunteers just helping out.
Yeah.
You came all the way from Springfield, Missouri.
Yes.
And so I've got some questions for both of you, but Ryan, explain what we're seeing behind and what kind of happens on these crews.
Yeah, well, we started this morning actually at a house a little further up the street, and we have a couple work orders before we came here that were already filled out by the homeowners. Just a description of what we needed. Some of them just needed yard cleanup from debris. Some of them needed trees brought down. So this crew behind me right now, we actually just saw the homeowner working on the house themselves and a couple friends, and it's a pretty big project. It's something that you want a good 20, 30 people for, so we offered to come and help. So this one's a little bit more spontaneous, but yeah.
Excellent. Now, Ricky, you came from Springfield at how many hours away?
4.5.
and so why did you decide to do this?
I think that in general, I try to live by the philosophy of being Jesus with skin on, and so it's acting that kind of lifestyle out that I feel like Christ would do, that he would come and help people who have a need, and so there's so much need here, and so try to give as much time as possible to give where we can.
Well, you have how many on this particular crew helping here?
There's about 40 and 50 people here total.
And so once you complete here, how do you choose the next place to go?
Well, we have a guy back at our base on the north side who's looking at houses, trying to see what equipment we would need, and he's calling me, keeping me updated on jobs that we could be going to next. So.
All right. I better let you get back at it. I had to pull him away from the phone. He was on the phone talking about some other places that needed some help, and very busy time for you all, and appreciate you taking a few minutes to share with us and our friends in Canada who want to do something to help out as well.
Awesome.
God bless you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
I'm with Jeff Nini, the national spokesperson for Convoy of Hope, and you see one of their trucks behind us and some of the pallets of product. Jeff, we're in a location in the parking lot of a church. Tell us about how you ended up using this as the area for your command center.
Well, one of the cornerstones of Convoy of Hope's ministry is using and equipping the local church. So everything that we do has a component where we tie in the local church. Crossroads Church here in Oklahoma City was gracious enough. They said, hey, come set up on our parking lot, use whatever you need, use our facilities. We want to be involved.
All right, and now we see some of the product here, and in a moment we'll be going into the gymnasium of this church, where a lot of a beehive of activity is going on with volunteers and lots of product. Where does a lot of this product come from?
Most of the product that we get comes from corporate donations, where we will get businesses and manufacturers and corporations. Give you an example, Bass Pro Shops has been a great partner of ours for over 10 years now. They sent down a tractor trailer load that had 90,000 prepper meals on it.
Now, how important is partnering with local churches in the area as far as the meeting spiritual needs?
It's a real primary component of what we do. Every time we get involved in a disaster, whether we're going to be there 2 days, 2 months, or in some cases like Joplin 2 years. We know that someday there's going to be a day we close the doors on the truck and we drive home. And we don't want to leave people we've helped hanging, and who better to help serve those people than the local church? So we'll work with local churches gathering volunteers, gathering labor, gathering help and finances, and then we turn around and everybody that we help, we funnel them into those local churches. So it's a great opportunity.
And that so lines up with the ministry of Crossroads through the years, is the importance of the local church, and when people are in need, whether they call our prayer lines or whatever, we want to get them connected to a local church for that ongoing long-term help.
We had a thing happen this morning, almost right exactly where we're standing right now. My wife and I were out here loading a pickup truck that had the windows all blown out of it, loading food and water into the back of that, and there were these two ladies in the pickup truck. And my wife just looked at him. She said, "Can we pray with you before you go?" And they both just broke down in tears and cried. And we had the opportunity to pray with them, but also to tell them, look, this church is here. It's built. It's staying here on this corner. Anytime you need help, you come back here. And it's awesome to be able to do that.
Well, Jeff, our viewers have come alongside. They want to help, and I know you'll see in a moment some information how you can connect. You can help with donations, as we're partnering with Convoy of Hope here in Moore, Oklahoma. Let's go inside the gymnasium and see what's happening with the volunteers, and maybe speak to one of your staff members giving leadership in there.
Sounds great.
All right, thanks. I'm with Paul Koroleski. He's the field director here in the Convoy of Hope, and he is helping to coordinate a lot of what's happening in here. You see him behind. You see a lot of the volunteers having a much-needed break. Well, why don't we just kind of do a little walkthrough, and you can just point out some of the different types of products that we're looking at.
Absolutely. So, again, like I was saying earlier about hygiene, most of these people have lost so much of their stuff. So, I mean, the toothbrushes, toothpaste, all of it's gone. So rather than them having to take their own money and go buy that, we're able to give that to them. They can use that money to help rebuild their home or buy, the items that they actually really need. And these are things that they need these too, but the smaller items are easier to get to them. So we have, even to cotton balls, to soap and shampoo and deodorant, baby formula, just about anything that you can get in a regular grocery store. We have, canned food. It's all non-perishable food, obviously, and it's not stuff that's going to sustain them for months and months, but it's going to actually help them to stop having to go out for those little things. The kids are looking for a snack or something, they got it right there. It's time for dinner. Somebody needs something to eat, so it's easy to just tear open a package or whatever and just make it happen right then.
All right. Well, Paul, we'll better let you get back to work.
Hey, thanks so much.
A lot of volunteers here to coordinate, and we'll just keep sharing the need. And
Absolutely.
Thank you for those who are helping to make this possible through your donations.